I gonna get out of this package? Okay, enough messing around. All right. What is up, all you action figure collectors out there? So I am back here with another action figure review. And for today's review, I'm about to be taking a look at the Deadpool movie figures 2-pack, which has Deadpool and Teenage Warhead. And like, this is a figure I've been wanting for quite a while now. Alright, so you do get that window box packaging and on the side, and it's some nice creative box art on here, and you get the Deadpool logo, and here it says for ages 14 and up, and I'm over 14. All right, so and also you do on the side, you do get an image of Deadpool and an image of Teenage Warhead. And on the back of the package, you once again you get the images of the characters. All right, so now let's get these figures open and take a look what they're all about. Alright, so here's what the figures look outside of the package. So before we get into the figures, we're going to be taking a look at the accessories. Alright, but now here's a look at the accessories. So for the Teenage Warhead figure, and I'm just saying her two last names because I right now don't know how to say the first name, but even though it says it on the package, but she does come with these fire effects, and she also comes with a closed fist and open hand. And she does also come with these hands on attached to the figure. And for Deadpool, he comes with a whole bunch of hands, and these are the two hands attached to the figure. So I believe these are the hands for the gun. And he does come with this unicorn toy, which is a nice added touch because Deadpool is a goofball and whatever. He also do come with these two swords, which are pretty nice, and he does come with these two guns, and I'm thinking he does have another gun. I'm not sure if it's removable, but I'm thinking it is, but we'll get more into that later. Yeah. Alright, so switching out the hands is a little tricky with both of the figures. So all you do is just take out the hand and you put in the hand you want to replace it with. And I also want to let you guys know that I've slid in the swords pretty easily, like but they do stay in there nice and tight. Okay, for the figures themselves, I'm starting off with the Teenage Warhead. I will say Hasbro has done a pretty decent job, and I'm not reviewing Deadpool first because Deadpool is the main character in this review. Alright, but I'm not really too familiar with the Teenage Warhead figure, and if I'm being honest, I haven't seen any of the Deadpool movies. But anyways, I think Hasbro has done a great job on this figure. I do think she's a quite small figure. I do think the face sculpting is pretty decent, and I'm not too familiar with the actress that plays her. But I do like how they painted on the yellow. And looking at the back of the figure, there is some nice sculpting work on here. And I do like how they painted on the belt here. And I don't really see any issues with my figure. But I do like how they painted on. I do like the paint work on her. And yeah, it's a pretty decent figure. And yeah, she is super nice. All right, so I found myself in this pretty small universe. Okay, enough messing around and talking about my small collection, but yeah. Now here's a look at the Deadpool figure, and I gotta say, this has gotta be, you know, a very decent Deadpool figure. And they also do have a solo Deadpool. It's not much different from this figure, but I'm pretty sure that one has darker colors. But yeah, I gotta say Hasbro has nailed it with this Deadpool figure. Like I do like how they painted on the red, or the burgundy red, and the black paint work. I always thought the movie Deadpool looks a lot like the comic. It does look a lot like the comic book Deadpool. Even though this is a live action based figure, I think he might still look good with comic book based figures. I mean, I have no problems mixing displaying comic book based figures with live action based figures. And I do like how they painted on the brown belt on here. And I'm believing this was supposed to be the Deadpool emblem on here. But yeah, this is kind of almost a could be perfect figure. This Deadpool figure has a whole lot of detail, and I do like this is, I don't think this is removable, where the sheaths and the swords, and you can see I already have the swords in. And yeah, I do like how they painted on I do like how the gloves are on him. And he does come with 2 pistols. I'm not sure if they are removable, but I don't think they are. He also has this area for his knife. And it does stay in there nice and tight. But I'm not sure if he has a place for everything. But yeah, I kind of don't like it when figures have this, like a pistol, like, or have certain things, I can't think right now, sculpted in there. So but yeah, I really love this figure. Like, I love this figure to death. Alright, so the articulation on these figures, was saying, Deadpool, sorry about that. He does look left and right. He could look down. I guess he could. I don't think he could look up and down, because I think his head is on a ball joint, not a hinge joint. That's quite a bummer, I guess. And his arms do come out pretty decently. He does have a bicep swivel, and he does have a double jointed elbow, but mine are really stiff right now, but I don't want to, you know, force it and risk breaking it. He does have hinges on the hands, which are really stiff. Does have an ab crunch. I'm thinking these swords are really fragile, so I don't want to break them. He does have a waist swivel, and he could kick forward pretty far, and he can kick back about that much. He does have a thigh cut, and he double jointed knees, so he could bend at the knees about that much. And he does not have a boot cut, and he does have hinges on the feet, and he has ankle pivot, and he has 2 pegals on the bottom of his feet. Alright, but her articulation is pretty different. She could look left and right, and she actually has a hinge joint, so she could look up pretty far. She could also look down pretty far. She doesn't really have the ab crunch, but she does have that I don't really remember the name of that part of articulation right now, but she does have single jointed elbows, but hers are really stiff, and since she's a female figure, it has, you know, smaller parts, so I don't want to really risk breaking it, which means it could like break easily. She could kick forward about that much, but she can't really kick back, and unlike Deadpool, she does have a boot cut. All right, now for size comparison time, now here's them standing next to each other. You can obviously see that Deadpool is the taller figure. All right, now here's them standing next to some MCU and also some other Marvel Legends figures I own. Here's them standing next to Thor and Iron Man, and as you can see, they are just about taller, and I think the scaling is pretty good. I'm thinking this is accurate, and also probably live action and comic book accurate. Now here is him standing next to some DC figures made by Mattel. So here on the left we got the DC Multiverse movie Shazam, and on the right we have the TV show Black Lightning. Alright. Oh, my bad. Now here is him standing next to another superhero that Ryan Reynolds played. And I don't got my, I mean, I do have a movie, Hal Jordan figure, but, I don't want to get that figure out. But, yeah, here is him standing next to, Green Lantern. You suck, Green Lantern. I played Deadpool better than I have played you. Also, here is him standing next to Black Panther. Alright, now, last but not least, here is, Deadpool standing next to the world's finest. Here on the left, we have Superman, and on the right, we have Batman. Alright, so that'll be my review. So, overall, I will say that, I like this set. I will say that I like this set. I do think these are some really nice figures, and this is a really nice 2-pack. And yeah, I am very happy to own these figures, and around when these figures, even though I'm a bit late reviewing this, but around these the time when these figures came out, there was also some other figures I've been wanting to pick up as well. Like I do plan on picking up the Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Even I still do plan on getting the comic book Wolverine as well, even though that came out way before the Hugh Jackman Wolverine. And I do want to like collect more of Hasbro's Marvel Legends of, you know, their 80 years comic book figures. I am trying to get those figures as well, but I am still trying to get more MCU figures. I mean, there's a whole lot of figures I'm so behind on, and I'm just trying to catch up, but I'm always, you know, going through struggles. But yeah, I really like this set, and I really hope that I could like get some other figures to go with it, like the Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Alright. And I'm also trying to get more of the MCU Avengers. Like the video if you want to. or dislike it if you want to, I guess, since, you know, YouTube removed the dislike button. And yeah, or you know, that helps me show that if I did something right or wrong. And subscribe if you like to see more content from me. And I'm off. Alright, you listen here, you heard the guy. You better subscribe to this channel or else I'm gonna come to your house and blow your brains out. Okay, jokes aside. But yeah, subscribe if you like.